Friends, welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to show how to prepare chocho bath, which is a combination of sweet and spicy. Now we are going to prepare the sweet part, which is called as kesari bath. Typically it is prepared using suji or rava. Now we are going to try it in a different way, and we are going to add banana into that, and let's see how it turns out. First take two bananas in a bowl, and the banana should not be raw, and smash them into small pieces using a spoon. Do not use mixer grinder as it won't be suitable. Take a bowl and add 2 to 4 teaspoons of ghee into that, and let it melt and heat up, and do it in low flame. Once the ghee is heated, add few cashew nuts into that, and you have to fry it in low flame. Once the cashew nuts have turned brown, we have to take it aside and we can use it in the later stage. Once this process is done, we have to repeat the same procedure for few other sets of dry fruits like almonds, raisins and pista. We can reuse the same ghee for the process as we can deep fry. Once the process is done for all the sets of dry fruits, then we'll start the process with bananas. Take the same ghee and put banana which were smashed in the earlier step and fry it. We have to fry until the raw smell of the banana is gone. We need not look for color as it won't give much difference and it's barely noticeable. Once you ensure that the banana is fried properly and you are no longer to feel the raw smell of the banana, then you have to start adding water to the mixture. The thumb rule is you have to add double the number of quantity as much you have taken rava. So if you have taken 2 bowls of rava, then add 4 bowls of water into that and mix nicely. You have to make sure that there are no lumps in that and start heating. We have to heat the water until we see some bubbles forming into it, and when it is heated sufficiently, then you have to add rava into the bowl and keep stirring it. When you use small size of rava, you have to keep stirring it continuously as there is high chance of forming lumps, and you have to make sure you are using fried rava and do not use the raw form. Once you have added all the rava into the bowl, you have to make sure there are no lumps and keep stirring until the lumps are dissolved completely. And after some time, put the lid on and let it boil and bake for some time. Once the rava is cooked properly, then we have to add 1 cup of sugar into that. I have to add it everywhere and mix it nicely. Do not add it in one place. Then there is high chance of it getting stuck in that place. If you add it all over the pan, then it's easy to mix and the sugar spread evenly all over the place. Take a small quantity of milk in a separate bowl, about half to 1 teaspoon, and add 4 to 5 strands of kesar into that. This gives nice texture and fragrance to the sweet. You can also add food color, which is completely optional. If you have organic food color, then add, but don't go for chemical ones. And after that, stir the mixture and let these ingredients sink in into the milk. Now we are coming to the final part of the preparation. Once you are sure that all the rava is boiled, you can add the fried dry fruits into this mixture and mix well. You have to also add the milk which contains saffron and color and mix nicely. You have to make sure that this color is getting mixed everywhere and no spot is left out. Let this sit on flame for 5 minutes, and you can also add few drops of ghee on top of it, and it is ready to be served. Friends, please try this recipe at your home and let us know how was the taste, and also share, comment and subscribe to our channel. In the next video we are going to show how to prepare khara bath, so please stay tuned. Thank you for watching.